Okay guys, so here's the video. I'm going to be talking about Pump Deagle today, and I got a nice gameplay in the background for y'all. And it's a 13 kill victory with my friend Rip Samuel again. And in this video, as I said, I'm going to be explaining Pump Deagle, the pros, the cons, and also the best abilities of it. So let's get right into the video. First thing that I have to say about Pump Deagle is it's really good for breaking down walls, the deagle, and then pumping them right after that. Or most people like to do the deagle the wall out and then replace it and then hit a quick edit. That's what most people like to do. And reason that the Pump Deagle isn't necessarily overpowered is because it takes skill to use the deagle and skill to use the pump. You can't just spray with any of them and win. So that's one reason why it's not an overpowered tactic. So it does, as I said, it does take skill, and it helps if you're getting creative or playground and practice with the deagle, and practice your edits for when you destroy that wall and replace it with yours. And yeah, so that's one of the pros, is you can destroy the wall with the deagle and pump them. And the next thing is compared to an SMG, the deagle, you can't just spray, and you're gonna wanna not necessarily follow up the next shotgun shot, but follow it up with a deagle. You're gonna wanna shotgun them and then place a wall or some kind of cover to give you time for your next shot, and then use your pump. The only time you really wanna use Pump Deagle is for, as I said, that breaking down the wall or whatever. And then the next reason why I like to use it, and you'll see me use it in all of my gameplays, is because the deagle is good at long, mid, and close range. It does really good burst damage for all of those. And the gold deagle, I think, does around 78, I think, close, and then, like, that's its max body damage, and 58, 52, something like that. Headshot, that's the max headshot it can have. And or it might be 150. I think it's just 150 for the gold deagle. And it's really good because it's good at 100 plus range, like I said. And in a battle royale, you're gonna have close, long, and close, long, and mid range engagements, and so you'll be ready for all those. And sometimes you could even replace your deagle for your AR, and that will open up a slot for mobility or healing or something like that. And so it's really good for that. And then your shotgun is just has the best burst damage in the game for up close. So those are two really good guns to combo. And as I said, you don't have to necessarily carry an AR because of the deagle. So some of the not so good things about the Pump Deagle is, like I said earlier, you have to have really good aim, or not really good, but you have to have decent aim with the deagle. So that comes with practice. And you also have to have a good aim for the pump too. But if you can land those headshots with both of those, then it's pretty lethal. Because as I said, the deagle does 150 to the head, and then the pump, the legendary pump, is going to do 220 to the head. So that's a deadly combo. And sometimes I know it can be hard to find them, but lately I've been finding a lot of deagles and pumps. So you get those every game, no matter what stage of the game you're in. So I think I don't get Pump Deagle in this gameplay, but I didn't find the deagle. As I said, you won't always find the combo, but it's really nice when you do find it. And there's a clip, I'll put it in the video, of the first video that I uploaded, where you can see me. I used to Pump Deagle very well in that video, and hit several deagle shots early game, and then late game, the last 2 kills, there's a duo that came on us, and we kind of fought for a little bit, but then mainly when I used my deagle, he was up on the roof, and I deagled him, I think, for 75 body damage, and then dropped down, and the guy built a wall. And as I said, it's great for deagling out the wall and pumping him. That's exactly what I did. I deagled out the wall, pumped him, and we got the victory royale because of it. So that's a good thing. And so back to why it's not so good is you have to have good aim. And another reason is if you hit them with the pump and it gets them low, like 30 or 20 damage, then that means you have to hit a whole nother pump or a whole nother deagle shot. That's the only disadvantage you have there. And but if you have really quick edits, this is gonna work really good. And I've always been a fan of the pump deagle, but recently I've been finding more deagles, so I get to use it a lot more. And it also combos well. If you are carrying an AR with it, do deagle and then switch right to your AR and start hitting them. But I've seen pump deagle been used really good in squads, solos, all of that. Duos, and that's mainly what I play is duos, and it works just fine in there because you'll get multiple shots off on them, not just your one pump, SMG spray, and then you're basically out of ammo in your SMG. So, also the with the deagle, you can't destroy multiple walls as fast as you can with, say, a P90 or a blue sub. So that's another downfall to pump deagle. And then also it's good for build fights, and if you're in a build fight, some places a wall, just go straight through it basically. And so that's pretty much all for the pros and cons. Now we're going to be moving on to the different abilities that the deagle has, and pump deagle. And so one ability that most people overlook with pump deagle is the ability that it has of wiping out multiple people in a row. So say you deagle the first person, and then so that's one person knocked, then the other people are going to start rushing you automatically. And so you have your pump and your deagle for that. So it works really good in squad situations or solo situations. And also, it works good for breaking walls. And now the structure damage got buffed on the deagle, so therefore you can destroy a wooden wall at any time when it's placed, like even fully built, and then a brick wall 4 seconds after it's built, and then a metal wall 3 seconds after it's built. I think that's what it is. But that's really good because if you knock someone at a distance, you're going to be able to not allow them to get that revive off, because you could just be shooting out the walls from, say, 100 meters and just keep shooting out the walls so that they can't get that revive off. So then you can rush them and finish their other teammates. So that is one use for the deagle. The other is, I've already talked about, is destroying the wall and then deagling. And then and one of the last things I have to talk about is practicing with the deagle and pump. If you get into the creative mode, there's a ton of creative maps, and that's what has helped me a lot these past months. That's what has helped me get better a lot, is practice mode maps. Get in there, and there's certain practice maps, and they're for edit. Some of them are for editing, where you'll see it where you edit the wall and pump. Well, if you have a deagle, if they allow a deagle in that map, like there's a deagle for you, you can work on deagling out the wall and pumping the target. Or you can set up your own, just do a bunch of walls and a bunch of targets behind the walls, and work on deagling out the wall and pumping. Because if you can get really good at that, then it's going to be impossible to stop you, and impossible not to die when you're playing against you. And so that's all I have to talk about for the pump deagle. So we're going to roll the rest of this gameplay, and so enjoy the rest of this gameplay. Leave a like and make sure to subscribe.